Welcome, quilters! It's time for template technique tips. Today we're going to do slide and flip. To start this off today, we're going to start with a set of circles. Why circles? I keep reminding everybody that the reason I think the circles is one of your foremost tools is that it is more than just a circle. It is a curve and an arc. If you take the same arc across a center line and slide and flip it across the center line, you can create your own wave. It's just that simple. So let me show you how that works. I've taken my nested mini circle set, and let's just put the key back in. I'm at the largest size of 4 inches. I've taken my handy dandy blue tape, never leave home without it, and I have set my template on the line, and I put in a piece of tape so that I would know where I wanted to line up so that I had the same portion of the arc each and every time. Now, I don't want that tape interfering with me. So, anybody who knows me knows I always have a pocket knife on me. So I'm going to cut off the portion of the tape that is going to interfere with my foot. So now we can get going. And we're going to lower my foot. We're going to take out the key. I'm going to line everything on here, get myself back in, and tape in my key. Now, I'm going to simply stitch from this point to this point. Let's get down here at the end. Use my tape to line up on my line. Drop my needle and thread. And if I was being good, I'd bring up my bobbin thread, but I'm not going to worry about it today. We're going to stitch from one side of my circle, the arc, to the other side, stopping on the line. Okay? Now we're going to slide the tool, and we're going to flip the tool. Remember, we are lining up this portion and this portion on the line that's on our quilt. And now we're going to stitch the same portion or the same arc. We're going to slide and flip. Slide and flip. Slide and flip. I don't think I'm going to get another arc in there. So now you have your own wave created by sliding and flipping your tool. All right, so now let's look at maybe sliding and flipping a little bit more of the tool. So let's get those hearts out, that circle out again. And this time I think I'll use a bit more, and we will do 3/4 of a circle. And I'm going to do it on the 2-inch circle. All right, so I'm going to set my foot down on my line and drop my needle. Now, I'm going to do 2 inches, and I was at 4 inches. So let's add in the 2 circles. That will now provide me with a 2-inch stitched circle. Add my key in. And go ahead and tape down. So now this time I want to use more than just an arc. This time I think what I'll do is use 3/4 of a circle. So to do that, I'm going to line up the diagonal lines, and this one I'm envisioning that line going straight through the center of my needle. And since I don't have anything on the other side, I'm going to use my measuring gauge. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side, and I'm going to line it up on the fabric and then make sure I've got my template the proper distance so that it stops on the line. We're going to stitch 3/4 of a circle. We are going to slide our template and then flip it. And this time we're going to go the opposite direction. 3/4 of a circle. Slide and flip. Slide and flip. One more time, slide and flip. And voila, isn't that a lovely design? So, what happens if we switch to ovals? Let's check this out. All right, let's just hop this baby down a little bit. All right, again, we're going to line up. We're going to do 3/4 of an oval. Slide your template, flip. Slide your template and flip. So, you can see the kind of look you're going to get using ovals. So let's give you a close-up of the circles and the ovals. So now you can see what this looks like. This was the 1-inch circle. This was the 2-inch circle, and this was the 3-inch circle. And then the ovals are going to look different, whether they are lying flat or standing tall. I'm not particularly fond of standing tall, but maybe it works in a spot in your quilt. So now let's try slide and flip with a heart. We're going to go from one side of our heart. We're going to slide and flip it and keep stitching. Slide and flip and keep stitching. And you can see how you can create a lovely design that you can embellish. If you use the heart chains, both the traditional heart chain and the folk heart chain, these are the looks you're going to get. Let's try it with a couple more tools. Let's try it with the bird bracket chain. Actually, let's try it with the square chain first, and then we'll play with the bird bracket chain because there's some variations. So, ever need a zigzag? And you know how hard zigzags are to do? Well, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to use my square chain. We're going to start and do a square chain. Okay? Now we're going to flip and slide. Flip and slide. And you have zigzags with points at both edges. Look how easy that is. Now let's play with a variation to this. And what we're going to do is use the bird bracket chain. So for this one, we're going to do slide and flip again, but we're going to change it up slightly. We're going to do one of the designs. And this time when we slide and flip, we're going to change the size and we're going to go backwards. So this is going forward. I'm going to change to a smaller size, flip on the other side of my border, and go back one. Now, slide and flip, but change at the same time. Go back to your original size. Flip to the other side, slide, flip to the other side, and go back one. Slide and flip. We flip to the other side of the center line. So this is a variation to slide and flip. We are still flipping across the center line. We are still sliding down the border, but when we flip, we're going the opposite direction of whatever we just did. And so you see, you can create a lovely, intricate looking border, but it's really very simple to do. So I hope you enjoyed this template technique tip of slide and flip. Happy quilting!